More breaking update coming in, and the centre has revised home isolation guidelines. Once again, there's no need for retesting after home isolation period is over. In fact, asymptomatic contacts of infected individuals need not undergo COVID test, and they should keep continuing to monitor their health. The centre has in fact revised home isolation guidelines. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Ayushman. Ayushman, what are the details that we have in terms of this new SOP for home isolation?
Well, one of the most important aspect of this is that earlier in the previous guideline, which was released on 28th April, the ministry had made it clear that any person who wants to be discharged under home isolation will be considered, the home isolation will be considered to end after at least 10 days have passed from the onset of symptoms. And no fever is there for 3 consecutive and successive days. Here, the ministry has made it clear that somewhere the patient under home isolation will stand discharged, and the isolation will end after 7 days have passed from testing positive and no fever is there in 3 successive days. So that is something which has changed. At least for now, 3 days have been reduced from that isolation period. Here also, the ministry has made it clear that there has to be no rush for self-medication, blood investigation, and radiological imaging without consultation of a treating doctor. At the same time, steroids are not needed for mild disease, and it should not be self-administered at any cost. Only medical officers should decide on drugs which are to be given to people who are in moderate, in mild category and asymptomatic category. The control rooms have been focused here. The health ministry has said that the states need to share the control rooms. If the situation worsens, immediately one needs to be taken to hospital so that there is coordination between the control room and people who are there in home isolation. Cases are rising at a very fast pace. In fact, in 9 days, we are being told that a 6-fold rise is there, and the doubling rate is currently only 3 days. So this is something which has prompted the ministry to tweak the home isolation guideline. In fact, yesterday we were talking to the COVID working task force chief who had indicated that a new guideline would come. You will see even if a person is having Omicron variant, he will also be allowed to stay in the home. Currently, they are being told to go to hospital. Right now, we have been told, as the ministry's guidelines say, that somewhere the patient should be in communication with the medical officer and self-medication should be avoided.
Right, Ayushman, are these guidelines being changed now also in a way to tackle, are the health authorities concerned that there could be a spike in hospitalization as well? Because remember, till now, most of the state government heads had in fact been saying that there's no need to worry because the hospitalization numbers are low. But this revision of home isolation, has it been done keeping in mind that there might be a situation in the near future when there might be a stress on the healthcare system, on hospitals, which is why probably, no need for asymptomatic contacts of individuals to undergo tests, and they can monitor their health in home quarantine as well. Are those measures being done keeping that in mind?
Yes, it is the most important aspect of the current exponential surge that we are witnessing, because all those people who have been telling that the hospitalization is low, or it is a mild type of variant, is not something that the ministry is currently considering. Because if we see the behavior of Delta variant in India, it was catastrophical in the second wave, whereas in South Africa it was not so deadly. And if you see Omicron variant's behavior in South Africa, where largely unvaccinated population was there, the situation was not that bad. But in UK, it has become precarious. And if you see here also, the variant is behaving in a different way. The numbers are going at a very higher pace. So somewhere the hospitalization is something that the ministry is not at all looking in a very normal way, because India has got a very high pool of people who are in comorbid population. So if they contract the disease, they are definitely going to need the hospital admission, and that is something which has been kept in mind. And if you see last wave's reaction, somewhere the patients' beds were not there. We have seen the health ministry writing to the states to augment the health infrastructure, to make new beds in wake of the new surge that we have seen. So obviously that idea is definitely there behind in mind when the drafting of these rules are taking place, because you have a larger pool of comorbid population. If the cases continue to rise, then you are going to see a large number of hospitalization, which is ultimately going to affect the medical health infrastructure, and that is something which has been kept in mind. And here you see the guidelines being again released, and last year we saw in April the guidelines came, and today the new guidelines for home isolation have come from Health Ministry.
Right. Besides revising these guidelines in terms of home isolation and home quarantine SOP, is the center also mulling in terms of giving some sort of an advisory to states in terms of ramping up the healthcare system at the moment? Of course, they've already sent certain advisories in terms of keeping preparations up to par. But specifically with regard to hospitals and healthcare infrastructure, is there any advisory or any kind of revision that the center is mulling at this point?
Well, Centre has been holding meeting with the states almost every second day. We are being told that the health secretary has been holding a meet. We saw the Prime Minister chairing a meet there with the states, and also the health minister meeting those health ministers of state, in which the discussion of ECRP funds were there, the Omicron discussion was there. Of course, the rampant rise that we are seeing, because this is a rise like never before. We saw this rise in second wave in June, and this is something which is definitely being contemplated the highest level as to what can be done right now. Of course, you heard the health minister of Delhi, who clearly said that the cases are going to be around 10,000 in the national capital. Now, national capital was having a positivity of about 0.3%, and now if you see the positivity is straight mounting up to more than 10%, and that too within 2 weeks. So this is something which is definitely a cause of worry, and states have been told that they need to activate their control rooms. Letters have been written. Health infrastructure augmentation is the top of the priority, and that is something you see on the letters by the Union Health Ministry. We have seen the multidisciplinary teams going to several states in order to see what is happening on ground and how the infrastructure improvement can be there, how the containment strategy can be revamped. But at this point of time, if you see the sheer number that we are reporting, definitely it is worrying. And the more important aspect of this numbers are that we have a very wider pool of comorbid population, and it is not at all a doubtful situation that if the situation continues to report large number of cases, then you are going to see a high number of hospitalization, which eventually will also increase your death numbers. So that is something which has been kept in mind, and currently the states have been told that they need to activate their war rooms.
Right, Ayushman there, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. So the centre clearly revising home isolation guidelines and SOP, keeping in mind that in the near future, hospitalization could become a cause of concern.